afternoon and welcome to the busy kitchen, folks. There's all sorts going on in here, but I'm going to make a nice, short and simple film today, and that is how to make the best ever air fryer roasted potatoes that you'll ever eat. So here's my key ingredients, okay? Very straightforward, very simple. Potatoes. I'm using organic baby potatoes. They don't need to be organic, but the smaller the potatoes, the better. I'm going to be using a little bit of olive oil, not tons, and some salt and pepper for seasoning. As optional extras, I'm also using some Italian mixed herbs and some smoked paprika, but you don't need these. And in fact, you don't even need the pepper, but I would recommend some salt. So you could do this as just the 3 ingredients. So to begin, let's get in the spuds. And what I want to do is to take each potato like that, and I want to cut it in half. I'm leaving the skin on, do not remove the skin, leave it on, and just like that, that's going to go into this pan here. And in that pan, I've got some cold water. Now I'm using a wok style pan, but a normal saucepan is absolutely fine. So I'm just going to get all these potatoes in there, and then I'll come back to you. Right, that's all of my potatoes in the pan. I'm just going to add some salt. Then I'm going to put the gas on. Let's get that ignited. Woof. I'm going to turn that down to just a moderate flame, nothing too high. And then lid goes on. Now I know I said air fryer roasted potatoes. I am roasting them in the air fryer, but I want to parboil them first just to start cooking them. And I'm doing that in here. So these need to come to a simmer. I'll come back to you then. Right, my spuds are simmering. Here we go. Steaminess. Right. So, I'm going to give them 10 minutes like this. That 10 minutes will be enough to cook them enough, not fully, but nearly fully. And then they go in the air fryer for the grand finale. Right, it's been about 7 minutes. I'm just going to test them with a fork and see what they're like. So there's still a bit of firmness to them, but actually they're not far off. Another 2 minutes, I think. Right, 2 minutes later, the heat is going off, the lid is coming off, and using a slotted spoon, I'm going to transfer these into my air fryer basket. So they're not properly cooked, but they're not far off. Okay, there they all are, steaming away. That's going to go inside my air fryer. Right, so just to show you again, in they are, steaming. I'm going to put this onto 160. And to start with, I'm going to put this on for about 12 minutes on 160. Might be just over. And the purpose of this initial air fry with them is to really dry them off and to get the edges so they're not going quite crispy, but they're not wet anymore. So I'll come back to you when this dings. Now there's 2 minutes on the clock, but I'm just going to have a quick look at them. Yeah, and they're drying up nicely. Just giving them a shake around. That's fine. These are going to be good. Right, we're nearly there. Let's have a look. Oh yes. Right, over here. What I want to do is make sure that none of the ones underneath are stuck to the wire, because that can happen sometimes. And if any go flying out, then we put them back in. But they seem to be actually okay. That's good. Right, so I'm going to begin by adding some oil. Like so. Then I'm just going to mix them around a little bit. I want the oil to spread around as much as possible. Don't worry if you bash some of them around and they break, it doesn't matter. There's worse things that can happen in the world. Right, you can already see that they've gone a bit nice and glistening now. I'm now going to add a little bit more. And that's it. That's enough oil. And on top of that, I'm going to add some salt. This is sea salt. You can use any old salt, it doesn't matter. I'm going to add some black pepper, a few Italian mixed herbs, and some paprika. Like I said, the herbs and the paprika are completely and utterly optional. And then I'm going to go like that because I want everything to get a coating and a covering. And these are now going to go back in. So these go back into the air fryer. I'm going to turn it up slightly to about 180 this time, and they're going to get 12 minutes again. I'll give them a shake midway through. Right, halfway through, out, shake them around. Back in they go. Right, see you when they're done. Right, it's just dinged, let's have a look. Oh yes. They look pretty decent to me. So from me first cutting the potatoes to put in the water to now has been about 35 minutes. So that's pretty good. And they're ready to eat. You won't get roasters that quick normally. Right, as ever, the proof is in the tasting. I'm going to try one. Oh, they're going to be hot. Look at that. That looks good. I have to bite into it a little bit. Steamy. Really, really nice and creamy on the inside. And a delicious outside skin. And then the cooked area of the flesh that's not skin. It's not a hard crispiness. It's just really nice. Somewhere in between the texture of a jacket potato and a roast potato. But it tastes like a really, really delicious roast potato. It's hot. Now, if you want to firm these up even more so they're even crispier, they will shrink, and that just means putting them on for longer in the air fryer. The potatoes will get smaller if you do that, but they will have much more of a crispy bite. I like them like this. I think they're quite delicious like this. Give them a try for yourself. Experiment. Let me know in the comments how you do it. How do you approach cooking potatoes like this in the air fryer? Give me your tips too. Hope you've enjoyed the film, folks. If you've never tried doing this, just give it a whirl. They are really good. And by the way, I'm having these tonight with a bit of curry, believe it or not. Catch you later, folks.